Hello students, welcome to my next video. Today we will learn new experience economy in services. This is lecture number 3. I Dr. Rohan Prabhakar Dahivale welcome you all. Learning objectives for today's sessions are: first we will see to understand new experience economy in services and to know the nature of service sector. We will start with service sector. For many people, service is synonymous with servitude and brings in mind worker flipping hamburgers and waiting on the table. However, the service sector has grown significantly over past 50 years and cannot be just described accurately as composed only of low wages and low skill jobs in department stores and fast food restaurants. In my previous video, we have seen that the service sector can be divided into 5 stages of economic activities that may include primary, that is agriculture, mining, fishery, forestry, to secondary, that is manufacturing and processing, tertiary, that is hotels, restaurants, laundry and maintenance, quaternary, that is trade and commerce, that includes transportation, communication, retail, finance and government services, and quinary, that extending human potential, and such type of services includes healthcare, education, research, art and recreation. Now we will see distribution of US employment by industry. This is data of 2014. And as service industry is not only limited to the hotel and restaurants, etc., but retail and wholesale trade is 14%, professional and business services is 13%, healthcare and social assistance is 12%, educational services 2%, leisure and hospitality 10%, financial activities 6%, state and local government 13% services, other services contributes 4%, transportations and utility contributes 4%, information 2%, federal government 2%, manufacturing 12%, construction 4%, and agriculture mining is only 2%. So this was distribution of US employment by industry. After this, we will just have a look on the service sector in India. You can pause the video and you can see the figures. This table shows service sector performance in India's GVA, that is gross value added. In 2020 and 21, AE stands for Advanced Estimates. We can clearly see that total services excluding constructions are 54.3%. Trade, hotel, transport, communication, and services related to broadcasting are 15.4%. Financial, real estate, professional, and services contribution is 22.2%, and public administration, defense, and other services in 2020-21 year, the contribution or share in GVA percent is 16.7%. Source is Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So this is about service sector in India. Now we will start with the 21st century career. As shown here, occupation group of professionals and services have been largest projected change in employment in the coming trade. This high-skill career will exhibit the following characteristics. This is according to Michael L. Castro. The characteristics are: more career opportunities for everyone, freedom to choose from a variety of jobs, tasks, and assignments, more flexibility in how and where work is performed, more control over your own time, greater opportunity to express yourself through your work, ability to shape and reshape your life's work in accordance with your values and interests. We will continue this. Increase opportunity to develop other skills by working in various industries and environment. Self-empowerment mindset. Allow ones to create situations or positions where one can feel a need in the world that is not being filled. An opportunity to present oneself as an independent contractor or vendor with services to offer. Now we will start with new experience economy. The nature of service economy has moved past the transactional nature of services to one of experience-based relationship. Consider how Starbucks and Disney World have defined their perspective services as an experience. New service, new experience economy can be further classified into consumer services and business services. We will start with consumer service experience in detail. Business to consumer, that is B2C experiences, create added value by engaging and connecting with the consumers or customers in a personal and memorable way. As businesses explicitly charge for the memorable encounters they stage, we transition from a service economy to the new experience economy. Just look at this table. Here, the various parameters are given as economy, and we are just categorizing the language of economic evolution, that is industrial and service. So economy, if it is industrial economy, and now in my first lecture we have seen how agriculture is moved to industrial, that is manufacturing, and how manufacturing is further moved to a service sector. Now we will differentiate between industrial and service. The first parameter is economic offering. Industrial stage offering are packaged goods, where service economic offering is commodity services. The function for industrial is to make, and for service is naturally to deliver the services. Nature is tangible, that is we can touch, we can feel. The industrial, that is products, and services output nature is intangible in nature. The attributes are standardized products, and attribute for services is customized products. Method of supply for industrial, it is industries or products are inventoried, and services are delivered on customers' demand. Sellers in industrial, producers are the sellers, and in services, sellers are called as service providers. Buyers for industrial era, customers are buyers, and for services, buyers are called as clients. Expectations from customers or buyers. For industrial, the expectations are various features of products, and for service sector, the expectations are various benefits that customers or clients will get from the services. So this is about the service experience economy and customer service experience. We will continue with this. Further, this experience that we have just seen in service sector can be divided into two categories. Economic offerings can be consumer services or it can be business services. We will see the difference parameters one by one. As far as function is concerned, the consumer services are stage and business services are co-creation. Nature, for consumer services it is memorable. For business services, nature of the offering should be effectual. Attributes. Consumer services attribute is personal, business services attribute is growth. Method of supply. For consumer services, revealed over time, method of supply is revealed over time, and for business services, method of supply is sustained over time. Now we will talk about seller and buyer. For consumer services, seller is stager and buyer is a guest. For business services, both are collaborator because they are all are part of a supply chain. Now expectations from buyers. Sensation is the expectation from buyers, that is from guests in case of consumer services, and capability is the expectation from business services. We will just see the four realms of an experience. The source is reprinted by permission of Harvard Business Review. Welcome to the experience economy. So source is given here. This is the important table. This table explains the four realms of an experience. So experience can be categorized into two parts: customer participation, that can be active or passive, and environmental relationship, that can be absorption and immersion. Now I will see four realms one by one. When the customer participation is passive and environmental relationship is absorption, we can give example of entertainment, that is watching a movie. Here, the customer participation is passive. Now same we will continue, customer participation is passive, but environmental relationship is immersive, that is aestheticism. So we can take example of tourist. Then now consider the example where customer participation is instead of passive, it is active. So customer participation is active and environmental relationship is absorption. We can give example of education. And customer participation is active and environmental relationship is immersion. Then we can give example of escapism, that is example of scuba diving. So this is about four realms of an experience. Now we will move towards next part. As we have seen, the experience economy or the new experience economy can be divided into two parts. We have seen consumer service experience. Now we will concentrate on business service experience. Business service experience. For business to business services, value is derived from the co-production or collaborative nature of the relationship, such as we have seen in consultancy engagement. The new business service experience is having three dimensions. First dimension is co-creation of value, next dimension is relationship, and third dimension is service capability. Now we will see each and every dimension in brief. First we will start with co-creation of value. The customer is co-producer of the value expected from the relationship. The customer is an input to the service process. Relationship. Relationship with the customer is a paramount important because it is a source of innovation and differentiation. Long-term relationship facilitate the ability to tailor the service offerings to the customer's need. Service capabilities. Provide service capabilities to meet the fluctuations in demand where retaining quality of service. Quality of service is measured primarily from the perspective of the customer. The core experience of B2B service is one of creating, enabling, problem-solving, and innovative use of information that is not consumed in the exchange, but it is enhanced and remains available for further use of others. Now we will see one table. This table presents a complete listing of both consumer and business service experiences to be found in 21st century, all of which rely heavily on skilled knowledge-based workforce. So topology of services in 21st century. This is the table. The source is adopted from J.R. Bryson, P.W. Daniel, and B. Wow. Service World People, Organization and Technology. So just you can pause the video and you can look at this figure, other table. Core experiences are divided into various parameters and here essential features and examples are given. We will just have a look at each and every. Suppose core experience is creative, then essential features should be present ideas and examples are advertisement and theater. If the core experience is enabling, then essential feature is act as an intermediary, that can be a transportation and communications are the example. Suppose core experience is experimental, then essential feature is presence of the customers. Examples are massage or theme park. If core experience is extending, then essential feature is extend and maintain. The examples are warranty and health check. If core experience is interested, and essential features here are is contractual agreement. Example we can give portfolio management and service or repair. Suppose core experience is information, Essential feature is access to information, and example can be internet search engine. If core experience is innovation, essential feature is facilitate new concepts, and examples can be research and development services or product testing. If core experience is problem solving, essential feature should be access to specialists, and examples are counseling and consultants. Core experience is quality of life, essential feature should be improve well-being, and examples are healthcare, recreation, and tourism. Core experience is regulation, essential feature should be established rules and regulations. Examples we can give is environmental, legal, and patents, etc. So these are various essential topologies of services in 21st century. What next? In my next video, we will learn service dominant logic. Till then, keep thinking, keep learning. All the best for your studies. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. These are references I have used to prepare this video. Thank you so much.